meteorites and silver. This is moldavite. I forgot what this one is, but I feel better when I wear them. I'm able to remember my dreams and see actually who's in my field, my energy field. And I know I've been talking a lot about the 8-8 portal and the Lion's Gate, right, that just opened. And right now what's going on, from my perspective, is that there are a lot of the distorted feminine collective, or like karmics, or whatever it is, the distortion of people, be it masculine or feminine entities, are really disturbed. Or as I like to call them, the whores of Babylon. The whores of Babylon are the women that'll sit up here and sell their twat to the highest bidder. The whores of Babylon are the ones that'll sit there and say how they're so holy, but they're taking in all these different men sexually, right? To me, sex is sacred. When I think of sex, it's a sacred energy exchange. When I think of an STD, it's a sexually transmitted demon. Sex is one of the oldest magics out there. A lot of men are bewitched, but right now they're getting ready to come out from up underneath the hex because the veil has been lifted. And a lot of people that are keeping men from their true divine partners are getting ready to be laid to rest and cut out of the cosmic DNA strand, because they have not held the highest honor of what a woman should be, but just to keep you connected to your spirituality at its highest point, not its lowest. It's not my job to seduce you. It's not my job to trick you. It's not my job to trap you. It's not my job to entice you. It's not my job to continuously speak to your lower head versus your highest head. I mean, why do men have two heads? The one below the belt, one above the shoulders. You know, why do women have two sets of lips? The ones below the shoulders and the ones above the shoulders. Why do people keep getting this mixed up? Why do they keep falling for lower realms? We're both. You can't have light without dark and dark without light. You can't have day without night. You can't have north without south, and east without west, in without out, up without down. So the key is not to fall into something, which is to basically to surrender your power. It's not my goal or my job to surrender you or cause you to surrender your power. It's my job to help you raise your power and your vibration so that you can be whole. But there are a lot of people out here that are underneath all types of spells, blood spells, rituals. I know plenty of men that have been around women where they wanted to get away from them and couldn't, and they didn't understand why they couldn't get away from her. And they couldn't get away from her because she had hexed them or bewitched them by feeding him her menstrual blood, by burying a pair of his underwear in the yard to keep them trapped, or burying crosses in the walls so they consecrate you to the grounds. There's so much to this stuff that a lot of people really don't understand, and they don't tell people or talk about it. But I think it's time that we talk about it. Because earlier today I just got into it with a woman that I know likes to sleep with married men. She likes to entice men. She uses lust and charm to get what she wants. She goes to church every Sunday and calls herself a Christian. I was okay with her disrespecting me until she brought my babies into it. Then you start disrespecting my daughter and my grandbaby. I got something to say about that, because don't bring my children into a battle that has nothing to do with them. And don't accuse me of sleeping with the married man that you were sleeping with just because I refuse to contact this man. I'm not going to deal with a man who's already given his heart and his mind to another woman. Why? If you don't belong to me, you don't belong to me. I'm not going to try to seduce you to get you to be with me. But a lot of these women like to use seduction to get what they want. A lot of the women that did, they're already starting to come apart. They're coming apart in their lives. They're coming down and crumbling down. And they're still coming after the true divine ones, right? They operate out of that low vibrational Jezebel energy. They use trickery and lust and everything else to trap people and get them to do what they want. Get them to do what she wanted them to do, right? The junk is real. It's not like it's not real. I mean, you see it, you feel it, you know it to be true. So why is it so hard for you to surely want to discuss it and be open about it? You know? There are a lot of people out there who spiritually will help a lot of women to understand what they're doing, but my thing is this, is like, who's really helping the men to understand what's really going on? If my goal as a woman is to keep you closest to spirit, why is it that whenever I say anything, it's not received well? Just like you're tired of that entity, I am too. But any man that still chooses to protect that energy is going to be in some deep shit here pretty soon. Because it is time for the horrors of Babylon to come crumbling down. It is time for the true divine feminine to take her place and reclaim her throne. Everybody is all afraid about Saturn going direct. Me personally, I'll be so happy when he does. Because Saturn rules both Capricorn and Aquarius. And Aquarius is Saturn's masculine house, masculine sign. And me, how I see it as, is with Saturn returning into the sign of Aquarius, it is the return of the divine masculine, so men are breaking free from their curses and love spells and blood magic and rituals, the crucifixion ritual, the burial rituals, the love spells, all that. And a lot of women, their charm and their woe and allure is getting ready to wear off. And they're pissed. So just be mindful. And if you feel the need to leave and flee, flee. There's something within you that's fighting to stay alive. So always remember, sex is a sacred energy exchange, and an STD is a sexually transmitted demon. Stop getting your DNA mixed up with these demons so that they may live. It is time for you to rise. You've been given back your phallus. Don't misuse it. Don't misuse the gift that you were given, or the Most High will put you out of commission. Because the Most High has already taken a lot of people out of commission for the misuse of sacred energy. My only hope is that this video helps somebody to understand really what's going on, and that it is time for you to rise from the depths from which you've been buried under. It's time for the Emperor and the King to return home. So take your rightful place and slay the whore of Babylon.